So one of the questions that comes up a lot when we're coaching, and in particular, this is more a question that I hear my coaching students ask, is how do I use my energy most effectively? This is such a big question, and it's such a really important question because a lot of times when we are trying to build a coaching practice, we're oftentimes trying to build a practice as a reaction to the situation that we're in. So let me unpack what I mean about that because that's it's kind of tricky. So coaching is a really beautiful, powerful, it can be a very lucrative and very flexible and uh, great way to make a living doing really good work in the world. It can afford you freedom. It can afford you a lifestyle where you can, in conjunction with your work, really live your priorities. So, for example, in the first, well, this is still my reality. For the bulk of my career as a coach, I had children at home and especially small children at home. And so it really was a way for me to build a business and do it in a way that was very flexible and I love it. It's a great lifestyle in conjunction with also being a great way to really serve the world. And a lot of times people want the lifestyle. They want what they perceive as the freedom and the flexibility and of course the ability to do good work in the world. But oftentimes that longing is born of being stuck in a job where you're not having that experience. And oftentimes the symptom of not being employed in a way that's more in alignment with who you really are is having a job that you don't like, that can feel exhausting and soul sucking and depleting. And so oftentimes when people ask me questions, how do I best use my energy? What they're really asking me is, how do I build a business on the side while I'm still employed? Because I still have to keep my job because I can't transition into new work until that financial foundation is set. And there are probably 7 billion ways to do that. So there isn't one singular answer to how do I best use my energy. But here's some things I'd like for you to contemplate. Why is I think I've answered this before. Why do you want to start a coaching practice? Do you want to start a coaching practice because you want to really serve and it's part of your purpose and it fires you up and it lights you up and you're passionate about it and you're passionate about helping and healing people? If that's the case, then you'll find the energy for it. Or if you don't have the energy for it, the drive and the desire won't go away. But you can't enter into a coaching practice or even build a coaching business if you're burned out. So if you're in a soul sucking job and you're really depleted and exhausted and you think you'd like to do something different, I think it's great. You should be doing something different, but you have to do it with awareness and with understanding and with self compassion. When you are leaving a job and starting a business, which if you're going to build a coaching practice, you're also starting a business. You think about this just mathematically and logistically. You've got your day job, right? You probably are giving it 40 hours a week. And then you have this other business that you're building, this passion project that you're putting your energy into. You have this income, and down here at the beginning, you maybe don't have a whole lot of income. And part of what you have to do is build the business up to where you can step off of this platform onto this platform financially and be okay. What that means, if you start to look at the logistics of it, is that you're going to be already burned out at this job and then building this other job on the side. And I'm not saying that you can't. You totally can. I have clients who do this all the time. But you can't do this if you're burned out. You can't. There's no, anybody that tells you, oh, you could start a coaching practice on 2 hours a week, just, do this little sales letter, poof, send it out into the world, magic of thriving practice. No, no, it doesn't work that way. And anyone that's telling you that is not being honest. It takes work to build a practice. And if you're doing it correctly, meaning if you're entering into your relationship with your coaching practice with your authority, and you feel called, and that means, and let me just say, any type can build a coaching practice and any type can build a business. So this isn't about, I'm of this type, can I build a business? Everybody can. The question is, are you entering into your relationship with your new business correctly? And even before you ask that question, you have to ask yourself, where's my energy at? Because you won't find the drive and the fire and the passion to build this if you're burned out over here. So sometimes the answer to building a coaching practice and finding the energy for it is really first what needs to happen for you to be healed energetically, for you to be in a good space, to have the extra energy available to do the side building while you're still in your day job. So sometimes what I coach people to do is to get religious before you start building this thing over here. Get religious about nurturing yourself, healing yourself, taking care of yourself, taking care of your energy. Go to your job, clock in and clock out. Don't do anything more than what you have to do to sustain your work. And then when you clock out, be off, like off. Come home, take a nap, explore your passion, follow the things that make you excited, that bring you life, that restock, replenish, restore your energy. Do all those things that you need to do to get your body and your energy back online first before you go build that business. Okay. And that's a tricky thing. It's a tricky thing sometimes because it's a really delicate walk to go to work and take care of yourself and to do it with the understanding that you're building up an energy bank, if you will. You think of your energy as a bank account. You're building up the energy in that account to have it available for when you're ready to build on the side. Do not use a side job or building a practice as an escape plan from your job. It never works. It won't work because you're entering into it with the wrong drivers and the wrong motivations. You have to be building it because you love it, because you want to, because it inspires you. And you have to do it when you have the energy for it. And if you don't, you're going to start it and then you're going to not finish it. And then, and this is the part that breaks my heart the most, then you're going to think it's you. You're going to beat yourself up and think, oh, there's something wrong with me. I have self-sabotage protocols. And that's usually not any truth. There's usually no truth to that. Usually the only thing that's happening is you need to rest first before you embark on this new journey. You need to recalibrate and restore your energy before you embark on this new journey. And that is an essential part of starting this journey. You have to bring the energy to the table on the front end to be able to build it out. People don't always like that answer because, we want things fast, especially when we're miserable in our job. But trust me that the amount of time and energy and honestly self-recrimination you'll save yourself when you let yourself value yourself and love yourself enough to nurture yourself and take care of yourself first before you enter into the construction phase of your new practice. When you can put that in place, it'll make the building part when you're ready so much easier, so much more expeditious, and honestly, so much more profitable and fun because you'll be ready and you won't be slogging through, looking under the couch for the energy that you used to have that disappeared. Okay. So you deserve to take care of yourself. You deserve to nurture yourself. Construct your exit strategy by first making sure that your energy bank is full.